interacting to season 4, episode 10 of Charmed. The last episode was a muse episode, which we found out that we ended up having. We had muses. I would have never expected to learn more about that. And every time I think about muses, I think about Hercules, the Disney movie. So last episode we figured out that due to the Source being in hiding for these ever since our last confrontation, which was the episode prior, I believe, or was it was 7, it was episode 7. Since the Source has been hiding for like the past 2 episodes, it's been causing the other demons to try to establish hierarchy, which is I've been said it has existed, and I figured it always has existed. I remember talking about the theoretical hierarchy that is demon tree. And so for me to actually witness demons try to like gain a following to one at some point overthrow the Source is even crazy, because in theory you're like, bro, shouldn't you be worrying about the Source, then worrying about the Charmed? But it's like the fact that they need the Charmed one's powers to defeat the Source to like have some type of establishment, you know, like they need to defeat the Charmed to prove to other demons that they're good, compared to us killing them to just prove that we're the baddest, which we already are to the elder, that is. So it's going to be interesting to see for the next few episodes how the Source are going to be low-key, since demons love to do a little hideout. What will happen? Will the Source find somebody else to work with? Is the Source going to be more powerful? Is we're going to actually see like the Source form under that little cloak? And we also have, once again, Piper and Leo still trying to figure out, you know, when they're ready for some kids. Paige is obviously still, she had like her first vanquish, so she's still learning how to, you know, some vanquishing tea. She's still getting used to like, you know, orbing. And we have also Phoebe and Cole now adjusting to the witch-human new dynamic. So anyways, let's dive in. Oh, he looks disgusted actually. Yeah. Now I'm smiling.
Is this the way you treat every driver with a busted headlight? Hey, I don't like it either.
It's bad enough I have to clean up after the sisters.
I'm just trying to fit in as a human here. But I got no ID, no job.
Does anybody ever see?
I can't even go to
Right,
the
where did they do that?
Oh my god, Cole. How's my car?
It's fine.
That was the first and the last time you borrowed my car. Got it? Good. Well, to be honest, Cole, getting busted by the cops is not the best way to win her over.
Right.
Oh, Piper, gosh, I'm sure Cole already feels like a big enough loser. I know I would.
Now, yes. God damn. The car instantly started a fire. Yeah, whatever brand this is, sue. Damn, everything of probably importance is in there. Paige lore?
See where
Let's
you were
hope.
going.
And I told you I'm going to get a life.
See, now that's the vague part I'm talking about.
Oh.
The last time you left like this, you...
I need action.
I kind of thought we were doing okay in that department.
Phoebe.
Not that kind of action, Phoebe.
Yeah.
I went from low powerful demon to mere mortal overnight. Last night, pulling that woman out of that car felt so good.
That's because you're a good man.
Well,
No.
no. This is one without a reason to get up in the morning.
Nah, he wants to
Me.
help.
Nah, too easy. Cole
Really?
vanquished his demon half. He gave up everything he has ever known for me, and I can't muster up a simple yes to marriage. Want to explain that to me?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Well,
Yeah.
on some level, you knew that it couldn't last. A demon and a witch. But now that Cole is a human, and your relationship and
think.
future lies in your hands.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to analyze me anymore. Let's try somebody else.
No, we can do that.
Paige feeling this morning.
Oh.
No idea. She flew out the door this morning like nothing happened. So we still don't know why she froze up? Nope.
Paige's parents died in a car wreck.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I was saying
When did
it's only
that
down to that.
About 8 years ago when she was in high school.
Like they were kids when their mom died.
No, I'm not family. I'm from social services. I was just calling to see how she was after the... Thank you.
I love that we're getting some Paige lore automatically too, like, cause I was gonna ask about like how she like parents and stuff like that,
Hey!
about how they died. Yeah. The lady said it. Wow. Decorum lost. QC minimum. Let's have let's wait till we get at home. I was about to ask for this at the job, like info dump, trauma dump at the job. Didn't work. Daryl was not. Daryl, not my king.
You want to fight? Because without the ability to throw energy balls,
Streets.
You know,
you want to be a cop.
I want to help with your investigations.
As a cop,
On my
something.
Of course, the DA investigators are still after me, but you could close that case.
Cole, what you want him to do? You want him to lose his job?
Captain, mind if I get my office back?
He already been doing so much.
About that.
He can't be out here writing off cases now.
Sounds like somebody else I know.
Clock that, just said it, yeah.
What I mean
That's
to
why they
say
like
is that
this.
high school is a time of searching and figuring out who you are for everybody. Feeling lost, and you made a mistake. I made so many mistakes, but I got through them, and
But that's the last thing
I
we didn't know.
changed.
That's the last thing we
So
heard
you-
from her, though. Like, is that they're not her parents.
not in time. Yeah.
He helping people just like her real dad does.
Started bitching. I was too old for this, and you didn't see the car that swerved
Oh, no?
into our lane? And
Yeah, of like how she survived and they didn't.
it's hard, but you gotta try and move forward. How do we help her deal with something that happened in the past?
Don't tell me you about to bring her in the past.
Send her back to it.
Leah Vinsky?
Clyde, the malevolent spirit's name
Right,
is
we're
Clyde.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't like it either.
Wait, you're using bad magic to time travel? Should I be worried about any of those?
It's from a gin cesspool. She smelled bad, too.
Now, Leah, why'd you provoke this man? He fucking up the newspaper, everything.
I don't do charity work.
You owe me, Clyde. Or do I need to remind you of your client that I healed?
Oh.
When you returned from the past on the edge of a cliff.
Oh. Yeah, you too, bro. We're about to see Paige in her like teenage form. I'm kind of hyped for it.
Just don't look down.
To the past.
Sucking that
See it
thing.
all a second time. My rates are steep, but fair.
Sir, tell me
Suit
the time.
yourself.
Tell me the time continuum. That's probably said. Let's go back and
If you ever need my
prevent
services,
proof of that.
just yell.
Who just went inside her? That demon knew what the fuck he did. He let them two people out the car. He knew what he was doing.
Don't worry, Frankie. Right, I'm all
The
wrong.
fig?
Oh my god, I saw Scrooge. I'm supposed to come back as a ghost, not a ghost at
Not the braces. Okay. Oh, she was into Chucky.
What do?
Open the door.
Okay, why that person blurred it in the back? Is that a boob picture or something? Or to prevent copyright?
I don't know how much more this your mother and I can take.
Damn.
Rules first. To find what you came here for, you need to follow the same path you took 8 years ago.
Yeah, you can't
What
fix
if I
it.
don't remember?
I'll guide you. You're the only one that can see me.
Passes out at another one of those parties, and I had to go pick her up and bring her home.
School called yesterday. She's cutting her classes again.
Oh. Like, damn, like none of her parents was really checking up on her, giving her a little guidance, her supernatural
Changed
family.
my mind, Leo. I can't go in there. You think I'm awful.
Yeah, she can, but does she want to though? Like, hearing about how horrible you were to them or to how they saw you. Dude, the singing ain't gonna make her go that crazy. Let's cut stuff.
Guys, I have an announcement to make. Starting now, I'm turning my life around.
She said, nope.
So now I'm mom.
Oh.
Last night we weren't even your real parents.
Oh.
No, you are. I was just saying that.
Okay, because everything she's saying isn't, they don't
You
give
guys,
a...
I am not a screw up. I promise I'll change. I promise I'll go to college.
Well, Leo, well, basically, it don't matter what we do then. Like, we're just going to have to prepare for that moment when they get clapped. Is that what we're talking about?
Pork roast.
Pork roast?
Out of curiosity, do you think that I am a natural beauty, or is this like...
He said,
Did I do
fuck.
something?
He about to take over Cole? Oh, this is demon work.
I think a sister's night is a good idea. I mean, there's still so much...
Now,
No.
they needed a body to get it on?
Many ways.
Are y'all serious?
We'll go to lunch.
Good idea.
Your keys.
Let's cut out, Lily.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking poo.
Frankie is so protective. Frankie.
You're in high school?
I mean, yeah, to talk.
Leo, it is the 90s.
Right, come on, Leo.
Michelle Miglis. Oh, I can't deal with her drama right now. Whatever. I got grounded.
Okay, but her
for 2
fit is
weeks.
eating though.
My mom pulled the whole estrogen fest thing. Swear to God, she's so damaged. She's not damaged. You're right, she's beyond repair.
Planted in 1215.
Donnie with that
You
fucking
don't want Donnie, trust me. He winds up begging groceries for a living and driving a Camaro.
Paige.
No, you don't understand. It's my last day with my parents.
Paige.
Okay, what are you babbling about? Excuse me, Mr. Martin.
Sit down and be quiet and wait for the bell to ring just like everyone else. Sit down, Mr.
Damn, he had to get that loud.
The ghosts that possessed Phoebe and Cole.
Yeah, Piper. Let's tell that sis right behind us. Did we not learn from the fucking season 3 finale?
But we need to find them.
Come on now. You're right. She don't even be caring.
But what do you want me to say? My sister was just possessed by a supernaturally born killer, and my husband is.
Yeah. Right, they
Dad
will.
says that little Frankie were gunned down here, outside of a jewelry store. Maybe that's the job they were trying to finish.
Is they fucking serious?
Armed raccoon.
Got it.
No, this empty ass store. Okay.
Excellent eye for quality. It's a perfect solitaire.
Yeah, it's perfect solitaire too.
The cut looks a little. I just want to know. Can I borrow your gun?
There's everybody here.
This body's alive. Why? God digs action. I can sense it.
Yo, Five and Frog. Y'all didn't even steal anything. Oh, we're going down. We're calling for a game.
Excuse me.
I'm like, yep, it was a guy with a suit thing.
Where's the thing, Inspector? They could have cleaned this place out, and all they take is a diamond ring.
Okay, we gotta protect Phoebe and Cole, so start wiping fingerprints.
No!
Not him gets taken else for it. Yeah,
Not believe I'm doing this.
It's
Right.
for a good cause.
They call yeah.
Check his pockets.
Inspector? Yeah. Thought you'd like to know. A couple fitting the description just hit a bridal store on 4. Stole a dress. Do you people have any normal weddings in your family?
Well, no.
We don't
Actually,
have a lot of time.
but maybe this will have Phoebe reflect and maybe say yes. I guess.
I came back here to stop feeling guilty, only now I feel guiltier than ever because I know what a damn disappointment I am.
Is that what you believe?
Hello, have you been watching or eating popcorn? Screw the rules.
Leo.
Oh, is that the teenager talking or the adult?
Oh wow.
The reason we journeyed to the past was so you can learn from it.
Yeah, we had this moment.
Just for that?
Just for that, cutting classes, starting fights, smoking on campus, possession of alcohol.
Because I can see it in your eyes.
Right.
Disappointment. And okay, yeah, I deserve it. I do. All I can say for myself is that I'm...
They only magnify on like the moments like
Sweetheart.
not every teenager is gonna have a
course
sweet
we
clean
can see.
life.
What? You guys, can we just stay in tonight and not go to the restaurant?
You still have to talk.
Yeah, we will. Just at home.
Oh well, then it doesn't even matter. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, she orbed out. Damn, that shit blew up on Impact. It didn't even matter if that shows location. Flammable fluid?
They're gone.
Always for.
Magic's always been inside of you. It saved you because you were meant to do great things with it, and you have.
I'll never know
Yeah.
how much I love them.
They'll never see it either. Cause like in theory, she's supposed to die too. Like that's the crazy thing. Like if she didn't orb
I sure do. I'm gonna take good care of her this time.
this time,
You okay, Frankie? You two are not frozen. Why are you not frozen?
because it's still in the body.
I'm not the most technically minded, but I would think it would have something to do.
Now we get hasty. We get hasty. No, we get hasty. We don't play, but wow. Looking like fucking tapeworms. Get out! And that man better put them bitches back in that door. Yeah, right. You see how the hatred in her soul made him come down with a little bit less words? She said, get the fuck down here now, bitch. Right, get their ass back in there. Get your ass in the house. Yep.
I never answered your question.
Oh, we're gonna get married, huh?
Ask me again.
This is crazy, but so on brand. We got the family here. Somewhere. Everybody else. We got the most important people here.
And we've been dying to know.
Her color is definitely
What
green.
happened in your past? Well, I found out I was...
Oh, Lord. I knew it was coming.
Leo?
Fuck. God, bro. Let's crash out.
Oh,
She's seen all her dead family members back to back, bro. I can't. Y'all about to pay for my therapy bills. I thought I was gonna make it through. I was gonna make it through, and that was the final straw. The fact that like she was a teenager, she was lost, and she like compared to the other three sisters, they lost their parents. They lost their mom when they were younger, 8 and younger. So like in theory, it was 2 out of 3 of them that barely remembered and barely had that like that full like process of emotions to understand it. While Prue was essentially the one that carried that burden. Just like Paige is carrying that burden. And the funny thing is, Paige and Prue carry so many parallels that I've been seeing as these episodes progress that it's so hilarious. That every episode I'm like, oh, this is like Prue. Like even though even though she doesn't want to be like a Prue 2.0, whatever, it really shows that she's like her sisters in some way. She's like all of them in some way. She's like Phoebe in some of these cases, her rebellious nature. Like we even see like how she was when she was younger. That's how Phoebe was when she was younger. And the fact that she was acting like her sisters in different life stages of hers just really shows that like I want to know how long would have taken for her to have met them at some point in time. And I feel like with her, like once again, as a teenager, people are going to suffer from a lot of things, and like in a sense, I'm not going to blame the parents for not knowing what to do with their daughter and not knowing how to handle the situation. And I feel like based off this episode, we don't really know how many attempts that they have tried for me to say, well, have they ever tried to talk to her and try to figure it out? Because in theory, sometimes a parent sitting down and showing that they care about their daughter or their child or their son or wherever and asking like what's wrong could make a difference. And there's sometimes where kids just don't want to open up to their parents, and then it causes their parents to like snoop into their diaries or their personal business and see. So I really can't sit here and try to figure out if the parents tried hard enough, because supposedly they gave her several chances. I don't know if they ever tried to talk to her, communicate with her to figure out what was wrong, but they clearly knew she was lost and they kept trying to wait and see if she'll find her way. But she was basically doing everything. She was skipping class, she was drinking, she was smoking, she was hanging out with the, I guess, rebellious crowd. So for her at that time, like obviously as a teenager, you're going to chase whatever your parents say not to do. So for them and for her at that time, she was like, I don't care. Like, I'm rebellious. I hate you. You're not really my real parents. So why are y'all mad that I'm not living in your idol image? But obviously as an adult, she's looking back and she's realizing like, wow. And I think like if her parents never died, I don't know if she would still have the same reaction, because that's honestly, it is shitty, but that's one of the most stereotypical things. Like, even if you don't say it to your parents' face, there's always gonna be like those stories where kids be like, I hate you, or the typical like when you go in your room you yell in the pillow, is he yelling every cuss word in the world. I feel like due to her knowing the fate of what happened to them, it made her really like basically like really look at the last day and realize how she could have had a better outcome. But the thing is that it didn't matter what she did, it was not going to change fate. Like, just like the angel of death said to Prue last season, sometimes sometimes people have to go. And sadly, in her case, after knowing that she's adopted, she loses her adopted family, the people that basically raised her for 17, 18 years. They die, and she tried to figure out, once again, she carried that guilt for years about why them, why the day where they doubted that she would change and that she would evolve and that she'll grow and that she'll turn on a new leaf, and leaving when she had an argument and that she disappointed them, or like her being like, why me, why not them, and how did I survive and they did. She found out that she has always had that power in her. She always been orbing, or not always been orbing, but she orbed at that moment of panic, because obviously, just like when we first learned about it in our first encounter, she orbed when a threat was near, and the threat was a car crash. So very on brain for the Lord that we learned. But once again, her like thinking of like, maybe I can change this. It goes into the thing of, magic can't save everything, magic can't change everything. When it's set in stone, it's set in stone. So every time Leah would say something and she wouldn't do what he said, it would still lead to the same outcome in some way, shape, or form. But it just said, like, for her, in her mind, she's only remembering the bad moments, which is like the argument, what she said, how it hurt them, and then how after that she never had a chance to apologize. She never had a chance to grow with them and prove them wrong, that like, listen, I'm not that way, I'm not a screw up, I'm not a disappointment as y'all are seeing me, and I'm going to go to college. Because she's only hit, and like reliving it is even more harder, because you're listening and you're really listening to what they say. Because when you're a teenager and you listen to what they're saying, you're like, all right, whatever, like they just mad. But her as an adult, listening to what they're saying and how they literally have no faith, and how she will go to college, and how she won't stop doing what she does, and that she lies so many times that they're numb to her making promises, that hurts. Because she now knows, like, literally later in that day, it don't matter what she does, they're going to die, and they're going to still have this idea in their mind, like, yo, she's trash. But in my mind, though, as I was listening to it, like, for her, I'm like, in my mind, I was thinking, like, yeah, they have to still have been watching her, because obviously we could communicate with, like, the past and the people that died and the spirits. I thought this episode was a good mix of matching with Phoebe and also matching with Paige's incidences, which is the spirit and the ghost of your past, and then the wedding engagement of Phoebe and Cole. And so for Paige to like realize that, the ghost and the spirit of her mom and dad have been watching her, and they end up watching it regardless. Like, even though they died early, they still watched her journey, and they still, even though they died, they were with her every step of the way, even though she didn't think that. So she did prove them wrong, and she proved them right, that she kept her promise. And at the end of the day, she got a chance to see them. She got a chance to see her mom. The only person she hasn't got the chance to see is her actual, like, real dad, Sam. His name is Sam, right? So she hasn't seen him. So, like, I wonder if we're going to get an episode at that point later in the season where she actually sees him, or, like, they get a chance. But I feel like that's probably a fucking stretch, to be honest. Like, that would be a stretch. But we'll see. Once again, I'm just happy that Paige she realized that it wasn't her fault, and that it's because she had magic, and magic is what theoretically saved her. And now we got more Paige lore. Now let's talk about Frankie and Lulu. You think about it, thank you, Frankie and Lulu. Y'all just hooked them out with a free venued wedding. Like, you just helped us. You did. Thank you very much. Because even though in theory, like, Phoebe never thought about, like, wedding and engagements and finally going through that step, and, like, now due to, like, Cole being human, she would have to really think about it and think about how now he's put in a bigger dangerous situation because he's human and he can't protect himself, and how tying into now he feels like he's only useful when he helps fight whoever they're encountering or saving anybody. It would be so hilarious, and it's so spot on, because he had the gun that episode prior, and then he tried to want to help Daryl with the police stuff. So, like, for him, he's like, bro, I got vanquished, my demon half is gone, Bulbasaur's no more, and I still can't get the girl. I have nothing. I don't have a job. I don't have a car. Like, I have nothing but Phoebe, and I can't even get that. And, I think them being possessed made them realize, or specifically Phoebe realized, that, like, why wait? I love you, you love me, and, at this point, like, we can make it work. We like, once again, we'll just make it work. Now, this is not an official wedding, so, like, once again, they'll probably officially get married after the source is defeated, so there's that. But the idea that she now is accepting the engagement is the big step in the relationship, and I'm happy that it happened. And it happened this way is so them that it's not even shocking. It just makes sense, And just a side note, like, Daryl, y'all need to start paying Daryl. I'm gonna say it right now. Y'all be putting Daryl's job at risk for y'all to be unserious. Y'all are coming into this man's line of work. Mind you, it's not like Daryl like is so smooth with this that he cannot get caught. Daryl gets caught every other season. Not every other episode of the season. He got caught in season 1 by something, around season 2 by something, season 3 about something. Like, it's always a suspicion of somebody else saying, yo, like, what's up with you and them Hollywell sisters? Every interaction. And so for them to continuously be like, well, hey, you work for us, you help us. Like, it's like he has a double job. It's like you work for the police and he also has to work with them. And I'm like, I understand and I appreciate him. But like, y'all are insane. You want this man to sit here and destroy a crime scene, steal evidence? If anybody found that out, he would have been fired on the spot. Every day when he works with these Hollywells, he's at a risk of losing his job. And somehow he makes it out untouched every day. Cause just imagine, yes, they was able to finesse and clear that area, the little jewelry store. But how did the church guy not? That was, I feel like that they tried. Because there's no way that once he got unfrozen, he just forgot what happened. Like, he was like, what happened? He didn't remember he was at gunpoint? And sometimes people do forget what will be happening, and sometimes people will continue what happened and be like, hey, what happened? This man just got like mind wiped. He was like, what happened here? Sir, you were at gunpoint. Get out of here. Like, what if he remembered and he ran on and said, this guy with this slick back 1950s cut just put a gun on my... But yes, stand up, Daryl. We got you. But thank you for also saving my sisters because we be needing it. But anyway, though, my season 4, episode 10 reaction to Charmed. Make sure to comment and subscribe for more Charmed reactions. Page down link below for Charmed, Teen Wolf, and Nana reactions. Truly, so see when they upload. Until next time, make sure you safe. Peace.